Hi, and welcome to our little seminar here at Lab Time at Rumkraft. Let's switch over to Ableton. Today we're going to look at a sequencer called Slink Midi. They're from, let me see if I can remember the name, Hypnus Records. And I'm just going to read it aloud. It's not free, it costs 20 euros, but I think it's an okay price for what it can do. It says Slink Midi is a note generator that creates MIDI values by periodically sampling the note amplitudes to two independent animated slink waves. That's what it is. But go in here, you just write Slink Midi at Google, and don't go into Ableton's homepage, because then you'll buy the whole pack, and that's 400 something kronos. So that's more expensive. Go into their homepage, Hypnus Records, and you can just buy the Slink Midi for 20 euros. So let's find it. I've downloaded it, put it under packs, and go down here to Slink Midi. So right now I just choose sound, and it sounds like this. Just a simple little machine, or a simple little sound. If I zoom into this, here we go. This is how it looks. We have this wave that's going, and right now you can see up here it says trigger. So every time this little blue one goes over this threshold, it would start creating notes for you. Let's hear how it would sound. Right now you don't need to put any MIDI or anything onto it. The only thing you need to is press play up here. So if I press play, now you can see down here that it makes some sounds every time it goes over this line, and we can say I only want to have it play up here, or two, or we can set it down here and it will play all the time. So already now it just plays in a scale. So let's just have it up here and it will stop, because right now I can click this off down here. You can see the mouse, and that will generate the first one. Then we can have one more going. Let's have one more, but it gets light. The tone would be very high. So we can go into pitch over here and set the range down to, let's say, 12, an octave. And what you will hear right now is they will actually play a chord as well. They would play on top of each other when these two are going. What we can do also is, if I take these off, you can see over here there's a line that's blinking. And this is our clock generator, and clock means our BPM. It will measure our BPM, and right now it's 125. So if I turn on the metronome, it fits right now. But the rate down here is not set for, it's freely the rate. So if we're gonna sync it, it's a 2-bar period now. It goes a little bit faster now, so we only hear some notes. And it's kind of the same notes we're hearing over and over again. So what we can do with this slider is we can say, I want to have it be 2 times faster. Or if it's 3, it's triplets, so, or 4. 5. Now it's offbeat, and we can go all the way up to 16. Let's have it on 4. Then down underclock, we have scale. So now you can see when they're lighting up here, they're going to be playing that tone. So the color here is so cool. If we close it all the way up, we only have the C. So now it's an octave and up again. So if I open up the color, it will start to have one more note, but very low. The other one is louder. You can see how loud they are. And we can put some more into it and have one more. Let's have one more. Have that. It won't play it right now, but when we turn this on, and that's only one over here. So let's have that go so it's only half of the speed. Let's take one more. And have this go on 4 as well. Let's take the metronome off. So that's all cool that we can do this, but let's just try and have this on 1 on each step. So it's like that. Didn't take the metronome. So now it's like this. But let's try and have the sync over to the wave be faster. And then the rate over here to be faster. Now we have all these things that can control the wave as well. So if we open up the gravity, the balls would be much heavier. Right now it's actually not saying anything, so let's just fire up the minimum value and have this go faster. Should come. Have this on 2 as well. So now we can dial down it. Let's say we have it all up here and it doesn't say anything. We can actually invert it. So now it should be the opposite. And then we can say we're gonna multiply this. And we can ripple it. That's just the wave, how it's gonna behave. So let's have this go to 1 again. And let the first one have to 4. And set this to 4th. And then we're going to offset it. And then we can actually modulate these 3 as well if we go into modulation. So A is going to be offset, B is going to be invert, and C now it's going to be very much random. So now you can see it will, once in a while there will come some sound. We can set the rate up if we want to. We can also say we want B on this, and this rate should be really fast. So the melody comes with these parameters. Again, let's try and have this scale on upwards. It's all the minor scales, and downwards is the more major scales. So down here we have a custom, we can make our own, but the first one would be Lydian. Then we have major, Mixolydian, Dorian, and so forth and so forth. The whole tone. Let's just have it on minor. And the gravity, we're gonna take that up like this. Let's try and hear it with some sounds. It's too loud. Let's click on this. Make it a little bit more simple. So have this on go 2. So this is the velocity, how loud it's pushing down, let's say on the push, how loud it's the velocity, how big it is. So I can open up like a filter and close it down. We have also these are gonna be looped, and this is gonna only be played once. We can put swing on it, but I would rather have this to go faster than. Hey, come in. Then we can put swing on. Eight notes swing. And also, if we open up, let's put it back to 0. Open up this so we have more sound. We can take how long the note should be. And actually the drums are made with this machine as well. So if I go into presets and we say MIDI presets, they actually have like a drum rack rhythm in here, and that's what generated our, I just recorded it in. Let's zoom out. So it looks like this. So it actually recorded that for me, the drums as well. So I didn't have to think about doing anything, it did it for me. And then we can and let me see. Let's try one I made. And there is no MIDI, there is nothing here. So let's say I like this. I'll just hit my right key or right mouse click and go MIDI track, go in here MIDI from, then gonna be Zebra 2, and then I can click this. And now you can see up here that it's pointing whenever this is gonna be triggered with the MIDI. So let's record this. I'm just gonna wait a bit because they're kind of different all the time. They're kind of mesmerizing. It's the same thing you actually think you're hearing, but it's actually not. And the brain would love to have something recognizable, so I would take some of this and cut out and say I want this. So let's say this is fine. I'll just take, so we have a 8-bar loop. Here we go. Right click and crop. Then we'll throw it all away that we didn't need to. So now we can take this one and just take our sound and put over here. And then delete this. So now we have this. And then I can go into my synth and I can say my cutoff here. What we also can do is that if I make a new track and I make my own chord and say it was a C, so I'll make one here, and let's just take this. Oh, I need to have this here. Let's see, where did it go? There we go. MIDI. All ins and all ins. So now I can say, and there's no contact with, shut down. Let's see, here it came. So now I can say, open up this. And then we can make a chord like this. Let's take a Slink again. Slink Midi. And find the machine and put in. So what we can do is, because right before, it's when I play the track, it will still go like before. But if we go into scale and click arpeggiator mode, it will stop. Now it's gonna listen to what notes I played. So now I can play that. So now it got the notes that I put in. And now we can do the same here. Go to the clock. Now it's too light again, so we have to take that down just to 12. So let's see how these are gonna fit, because they're the same sound. So let's just choose another preset. Put that on, some reverb. And maybe take down the filter a little bit. Let's hear it with the other one, because now I made my chord. Let's see what it starts on. So these doesn't fit. So I need to see what this is. This is, we put scale on, put a minor, And let's see, this is a G. So let's hit that up until we get to, then it fits. So, and our sub here, it's on a C, so we want this on a G. And the same goes for this one. Let's hear it. Ah! I think it's this. And this is in triplets. So let's have this on 4. And take the yeah, so you can make melodies with this little fine machine, and there's actually not more to this than I showed you, but it is really nice to make like this hypnotic sequences that can be sampled out or recorded the MIDI, and you can clip in it if there's something you like and use that. So yeah, do you have any questions?
Oh my God. I don't think for now.
Yeah. No questions. Okay.
Yeah.
It is actually just a dial-in machine. Try stuff out because it will generate new melodies. Let's say the gravity. Let's try and listen to this. If I just put the gravity on, put ripple on.
For me, I feel like it's a good tool once you have not mastered, but feel comfortable with the software that you want to explore some creative.
But this is actually pretty good to just put in when you don't have any inspiration, because it will make stuff for you. Yeah, it generates. You can pick. You can also just let it run as it is. But right now it's too simple, right? Because I put the gravity on. Now it starts to be something, right? Can invert it. And this is by the chord I made. So let's just say I want to duplicate this once. And let's just go for a G sharp here. And now we change the tones. So you can make your tones or the how you play it if it's in arpeggiator mode. But it will still choose for you how it's played, or you will choose it by trying stuff out. Yeah. Pretty cool. And you know, well, 20 euros for this is, I think it's a good deal. And they made more, so if you want all of their things, they made a filter. Then go into Ableton's homepage. They made, let me see. audio effects, so a filter that just looks like this. So it's kind of an auto filter, but then you can multiply this and ripple it. So we get this crazy filter. That comes with, if you buy it everything, and that, I think it's 450 kronas. Then you have an LFO that you can map to stuff as well. So you can map all these parameters that's in here, and you can do the same with this and hit gravity and say I want to map this one to, let's just put this on, now we have this on max, so it's more organic. So they have some stuff that comes with it. I think the bundle right now is on sale, so everything they have is for 50 euros on their homepage as well. But of course this is not a sales video, it's more of stuff that you can use, that's good tools to get some inspiration. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. 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 I know that you have enough in Ableton, but this is just more in Ableton because there is a ton in Ableton still. And I like to explore new stuff, and I think this is one of the really cool machines that's fun to play around with, because hell, I don't know what the end result will be. I'm just trying stuff out until something sounds nice. And it of course depends on which sound you put in as well. But yeah, that was it. Thank you. You're welcome, and see you next time at the lab time and the mini seminar. Well, next Wednesday is fall vacation, so there's nothing on Wednesday. It's closed down, but in 14 days we're open again. Yeah.
What time is it? At 2?
We start at 1 until 5:30. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it.